think for the sake of just maximizing the series and showing us, getting to hopefully some positions that and ideas that most of you haven't seen before, I don't spend too much time going over the basic mechanic of each choke, because I think that's something that you can kind of self-explore from your home gym, you know. You just YouTube it. Arm and guillotine. The simplest concept is that when I go just the neck, and I hold the neck here, we're taught to stretch and twist. And when I have the arm in guillotine closed guard, I'm around the arm, I'm holding. Now I'm going to compress and put all my weight over the head, because I'm looking to like get this compression. Whereas in the neck, when I'm only attacking the neck and I don't have the arm, I'm looking to elongate the neck and stretch and twist, and you know, it takes a different mechanic. And stacking is what kind of prevents that. And if the person can stack us, then you know we lose our leverage. There's a little window, like a little bite when you're in the arm and guillotine choke, that you get it or you don't. And I've had it many times, been successful with it, and other times where I'm going, oh my God, I can't squeeze any harder. So I have to make the decision, do I keep squeezing and test my grip against his neck, and then the move fails and my arms are completely exhausted, or do I just use jiu-jitsu and say, hey, you know what, bump in the road, I'm going to go around it and I'm going to transition and you know, try to make the position better, all right? So that's kind of where we're at with this. If we have, when we slide in here from the single leg attacks, and I slide in, I'm in this kind of position. If I get the tap, that's great. If he decides to roll, he did work for me. He kind of made the decision to transition, and you see where Joey's arm is here? This is another issue we're going to address. It's nothing there for me to take away. So I end up not being able to really do anything with it. So we're going to deal with that as we go on, because I know some of you are thinking like, wow, I'm just going to do this and we're going to stop the choke. And that's true, you will. But we hopefully have some answers for that. If he decides not to roll and he decides to just camp out and he's bluffing my arms, that's when I'm going to start working on that force flop concept we just talked about, where I start to extend and compress him to where I force the roll, right? Well, now he's seen this, he's been in it, and just maybe strong base, strong neck. Maybe the choke isn't perfect, maybe the pressure's not greatest, and he's taking countermeasures to prevent it. He knows what's up, so because his knowledge is kind of vast in this position, and or he's just super strong and whatever it is, he's going to tap or flip. So now when I get here like this, I'm like, God, nothing's working. I'm going to use the same motion as this force flop. The only difference is that I'm going to go here and kick myself belly down again. Okay, so I'm going to use that resistance from him where I'm not able to get anything that I want, to just kind of set the drag, let him work, let him defend, let him feel successful, and now I'm kind of moving myself to that belly down position. But once we get to the belly down now, we're going to think about it like this. He doesn't like what happened when he went here, so now he keeps his hand here, which is going to open us up and give us the back. Okay, so this is the concept. Does anyone have any questions about what kind of the drill sequence and how it's going for our partner? They're just going to go for the leg. When they go for that force flop or they start putting on that choke, resist a little bit. We don't feel that. We feel like we can't get it, and we have to make the decision, do I keep trying or do I just transition out? Okay? And so when I transition out, we go belly down, and then we're just going to step over the arm like we did yesterday here. A little different angle right here, and I step over the arm. I like to clear it like this. I know wrestlers, a lot of good wrestlers, they like to like elbow pass and cut like this. This disconnects me a little bit from a good guy that scrambles. And the good thing about that in wrestling is I can keep weight on him and I can take his back because he doesn't want to go to his back. But in jiu-jitsu, a lot of times when you start to cut the angle, he just sits, and then it's like, oh, I had his back, but now I'm in the guard. So I like to keep my weight and control the person, so when I step around the arm, he has less opportunity to sit. And if he were to start sitting here, then he's just going into the Darce choke we want in the first place. So he's being smart about it. I step around the knee, release, and then I'm here. Okay, and this will be how we'll use this to enter into the crucifix. Okay? Let's drill.